All right, I'm going to have a go at the Guardian's weekly Everyman crossword. I've said before I thought it was eponymous. I thought it was set by somebody called Everyman, or using that pseudonym, but I think it is a rota of the usual Guardian crossword setters. Anyway, let's see what the Everyman crossword has in store for us. Finally enjoy, prize after good, turn. All right, well, finally enjoy could be the last letter of enjoy, which would be a Y. And then a word for prize that comes after a G for good, and it means turn. Well, the Y, I think the G must come first. It all comes after the G for good. Ah, yes, and then I'm thinking gyrate could be to turn. And so rate is to prize. If you prize somebody's contribution, you really rate it, I suppose. Funny synonym, but we're used to that. All right, let's see what the downs do with these starters. Leave a fitness class, finding yourself off the deep end. So I think it's probably a double definition, but one is probably a pun. Finding yourself off the deep end. Bite off more than you can chew, or and then leave a fitness class. Something out. No, I'm not seeing it. How about one with a compass, points lost by him? So I'm thinking it might be an explorer of some kind. But I don't know what points lost. Point is probably going to be one of the north, south, east, or west letters. Lost by him? No. Drink, the writer raised, it honors a family. Ooh, this is a little trickier than usual. Drink, and then it's some name of a writer, or something like a pen backwards. And the definition, I don't know what honors a family. A title, I suppose. Would a title honor a family in the British aristocracy? But so the drink might be IT, which is some Italian vermouth thing, backwards. But then we have TLE. So the writer then would be ELT. Who is that? No, I don't like that, so let's ignore that for now. Let's go back to the acrosses. Perhaps clubs, holding all that remains, hands seen at ends of these. Well, perhaps clubs could be a suit in cards, or it could be cards itself, but I think suits. Holding all that remains. What is all that remains? Ashes to ashes. Leftover. And then hands seen at the ends of these. I think that's a punning definition. I'm wondering if it could be some kind of oars, where it's ship's hands are seen at the ends of them. But I'm not thinking of a good 8-letter or. It must be in the plural. No, how about section of certain material one may wish to escape? Okay, we got an easy one here. It's a hidden clue. I think they're usually the easiest because the word is right there in front of you if you can start on the right letter. And it is inmate. I suppose an inmate of a prison may wish to escape. So I wonder if one down could be going something. Leave a fitness class. Well, but that's not an ing word. But then finding yourself off the deep end, going, no, don't see it. Or this, one with a compass might be a rambler, might be doing some orienteering or something, walking with a compass. But how is the wordplay? Points lost by him. No, it does look like three down might be title. Anyway, let's try this. Somewhere in Mexico, a Catholic by, where do you stress this? Where is it? Cupola? I've read the word. Some architectural, is it like a tower? Anyway, I think it's part of the wordplay here because we do have trembling. And if it's the letters of cupola, or cupola, plus A and probably C for Catholic, I think it's going to be Acapulco. Is that the right spelling? I think so. All right. Good old crossword setter. Lads flipping, getting top award. Oh. Well, good old suggests G-O. And then crossword setter could be me or I. And then is it the boy's name or another name for word for lad? Goes backwards and we get a top award. I am wondering if it could be gold something. Gold. Gold cross, gold. No, not. Oh, yeah, but I think that would confirm one down starting with going. Oh, and rambler. And then this would begin with E if title is correct. Gold. A top award. Assuming that's a straightforward definition. Top award, gold, gold medal. Oh, gold medal. So it's actually the word lad flips. The setter is me. Oh, old is simply old. Oh my goodness. So it's hiding in plain sight. Yeah, that was fairly straightforward. All right, I'm going to put in rambler. And now I'm thinking three down must be totem. Yeah, so a tot is a drink. And the writer is me, but it's raised. I didn't realize a totem pole was honoring a family. It's funny, growing up in Dublin in the 70s, somehow we had a book in our library. It was obviously an American book, Make Your Own Totem Pole. And they had instructions, and step one was to write to your utility company because they often have old wooden poles for the electricity wires or whatever that they remove after a while and replace, and they will give away these old wooden poles. Of course, in Ireland, I don't even know. I think my father humoured me a little bit on with the project, but we ended up not getting a wooden pole to use for a totem. Not that either my father or myself would have been able to carve it, but anyway, that makes me laugh thinking back on that. All right, going. I wonder if it could be going off the deep end, finding yourself off the deep end. I'm reading it as being out of your depth, but I'm wondering, don't you say if somebody loses their cool, they go off the deep end? So going mad, going bad. But I'm not getting the leave. Oh, yeah, I'm wondering if leave could be going, and A might simply be A, and fitness class is PE, physical education, and going ape is a phrase for losing your cool. I like that. All right, how about river creature getting closer or closer in Cockney's game? I'm wondering if getting closer is the last letter of getting, a G, which goes inside a game as pronounced by a Cockney, so dropping the H. So a game that begins with H. We drop that, we bung in a G, and what is a river? Oh, it's going to be one of those mythological naiad or I think maybe from Germanic mythology, Norse. Oh, it could be Egyptian. No, not seeing it. All right, how about our leisure activity from which you may hope to be dropped? So I think it's going to be some sport or activity where you actually do get dropped, like a parachute jump, maybe? That would mean 15 down would start with C. Punch, a tenor, getting personal, in area with many restaurants. I have a feeling it's going to mean an area with many restaurants. Now, is that a specific area in, say, London? Or I don't know what you would call an area. Oh, I can just think of a food court in a mall, but I don't think that's what they mean. No, let's come back to that. Let's try these other downs now that we have some more letters. Looked back on, scripture lessons, cool. Well, looked back on with the C something L, I'm thinking recollected. So let's see if we can work out the wordplay, if that is right. We only have one O. Looked back on. Scripture lessons. No, I don't think that's going to be right. I'll leave it in for now, but not too hopeful. Copy badly, executed procedure. All right, 9 letters. I don't know if executed could be an anagram indicator, but copy badly. We do have a P, but it would have 2 Y's, which seems unlikely. So more likely an anagram of copy badly, and then a word for executed, and it means procedure. All right, well, let's think about something like OCPY, YOPC. Doesn't seem likely. Yeah, that seems like one I should be able to get, but I'm just not seeing it. How about part of Croatian city on high? Oh, well, the Croatian city I'm thinking of is Split. Oh, and on high could be up. And so it's very cleverly hidden definition is part. So if two people part, they split up. And it is of this wordplay. All right. How about hunts in scrubs? I think it's not going to be the scrubs nurses wear or doctors. It's going to be the verb, but it can also, scours, of course. That's an easy one. Now, this is a funny ending S something, so I'm thinking STS, SES, perhaps clubs. Oh, all that remains could be the rest. Oh my, oh. Ah, yes. So I was trying to think where the rests would go in. If it went in here, we would have three S's, um, which I didn't think was likely. So then I was trying to think of something that would end then rests and armrests, I think. So now why is clubs? Oh, I suppose clubs are weapons. And so if you have arms, you might have clubs. It holds the rest. And hands, I suppose, are seen at the end of armrests. Now for 6 down, I'm looking at that, I'm thinking of a word for copy that would fit, replicate, but I don't know how that would be badly executed procedure. Oh no, of course, it's an anagram of procedure. So I think it's reproduce, which is not a very hard thing to anagram once you realize how to read the clue. But yeah, that one confused me. Oh, now the river creatures. So surely I was way off thinking about mythology. An otter. Getting closer in Cockney's game. Oh, yeah, so if you're playing a game where you're guessing something and the person tells you whether you're hotter, colder, warmer, and they're saying you're getting hotter, well, the Cockney would say you're otter. All right, let's see. Oh, so my parachute jump is looking more likely. So, yeah, I think it's just a simple cryptic definition. All right, how about this 12 down? Casting out, money, and red book. Ooh. Casting out. Well, I'm thinking of if casting out is the definition, then there's a charade in the wordplay, or charade if you prefer, but I'd like to say charade, where money might be dough. But what word for casting out? Casting out money and red book. Casting out doughboys, donuts. No, not seeing that. Let's leave the H in for now and see if it would do anything for Esther. And one of those words I have difficulty saying. Esther shortly dons formal footwear, Makes timely investment. Oh, I think it's going to be makes timely investment. So it's something like catches the wave or beats the something. I can't think of a phrase, but it's going to be something like that, I think. All right, how about after a month, publication rejected letter from Athens? I think the definition is going to be a letter from Athens, meaning a Greek letter like alpha or gamma. It's going to start with probably, excuse me, an abbreviated month. Might also have that A. It might be a month and then a publication going backwards are rejected. Oh, yeah, I think it is gamma because GAM is mag backwards. And then I think month, there is an abbreviation of a month of simply an M, so it isn't a specific month. And then the A, and all 5 letters are rejected. All right, that's a good one to get, I hope. Traditionalists hold out with loco beliefs in the end. I'm thinking it's going to mean traditionalists. And let's see, 9 letters. Hold out might be an anagram of hold. It's out or anagrammed. So it might be old. And then something beginning with H, traditionalists, old, the old guard, old, the ancien regime. But loco could also indicate an anagram of beliefs. Oh no, but something hold out with, that goes loco, and then beliefs in the end might be just simply taking the end from the S from the end of beliefs. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure how that works. Oh, I've left quite a few partials in place. I don't like doing that, but anyway, let's move along. English books thrice rejected. Embroiling English again in confrontation. So I think it's going to be a confrontation, tete-a-tete, eye to eye. Ooh. I like that just because there's a lot of ease in it. And we see English 3 times, and then English again. Embroiling English again. I think the books are the Old Testament, which are thrice rejected. Not exactly sure how I follow this, and then embroiling English again. No, I'm not 100% sure of this one either. Dog tooth. Okay, I can feel my brain doing a Venn diagram of all dog-related words and all tooth-related words. And where they overlap, we have canine. That actually might make a nice simple puzzle, like a print in newspapers, where you have 2 Venn diagrams overlapping with the subject underneath each, and you have to come up with the word in common. Not always as easy as canine. All right, secret agents drinking in pub by Earl's Woodland. What is the definition here? It might be secret, but similarly it might be woodland. A secret agent would be a spy. I think drinking can be, well, could be an anagram, or maybe that's more drunk. Maybe it drinks in a word for pub, which could be inn or bar. No, not seeing it. Plays safe in t-shirts to some extent. Ooh. Plays safe. Hedges, I suppose, maybe? If you play safe, you hedge your bets, but how's that? T-shirts to some extent. Nope, let's go back to the downs. I still have this possible dough, but no, casting out. Casting out might be D something or other. DAU, DRU, of course, very possible. Yep, and that was the tenor. Oh, I wonder if could the tenor be Caruso? Getting personal in area with many restaurants. No, maybe it is Punch. Okay, how about those intoning, MAGIC? I think this is also sort of like a Venn diagram where they are spellers. Oops, let's try that again. I think that's right, it just seems too easy. Grandeur that is retrograde, everyman's a tragic relic of former times. Ooh. So I think we're going to have a word that for grandeur that goes backwards. And then everyman's a tragic, I think that would be something like I'm a, if every man is saying it. It will be an anagram. And it's going to mean a relic of former times. Or maybe it is grandeur. I'm thinking of pomp. Pompeii. Oh, maybe it is Pompeii. I think that does have two eyes at the end of it. Let me pause and check that. Ah, yes, so it is Pompeii with two eyes. And so the definition is a tragic relic of former times. Grandeur is pomp. That is I-E, id est, which is retrograde. It becomes EI. And then every man is simply another I. All right. Perfect. Working out pain. Could it be an anagram of out pain? Working those letters, you get something for perfect, or oh, it could be perfect, of course. Yeah, let's try the anagram helper and see if that gives us anything. ION. caution. Perfect or perfect. No, not seeing it. Seeing some nice words. There's auto imp again. No, not seeing it. Let's try and get another letter for that one. Here's Esther. Makes timely investment. Beginning with P and ending in P. So who is Esther? I can only think of Esther Ranson. Is there a short version of the name Esther which dons formal footwear? I think is a pump. Esther shortly. Yeah, there's not a whole lot else in it. I mean, isn't maybe it literally Esther, because we have the THE. Something the ramp. Could it be another jump phrase? We have parachute jump. Could it be something that jump? But I don't think so. Esther shortly dons. Oh, maybe it's Esther without the R. And dons formal footwear. Makes time. No. Yes, it's something to do with, isn't there pump and dump? Let me look up that and see if there's a similar expression. No, I'm not finding anything, so I'm going to have to press on here. Go back here to the traditionalists. So it ends in an L. So hold out with loco beliefs in the end. No, I'm not saying that. All right. Ancient Greece's artisanal trinkets, expensive stones primarily. Oh yeah, we usually get at least one of these every week, where we have to take the first letters of all of the words up to primarily, and we get, agates. So it's not eye to eye, which in a way makes me, yes, of course. Now I think I can see it. So I was right about Old Testament being OT and books, and it's rejected, but also the English, and that is thrice rejected. So we have toe to toe, embroiling English again. So I'm still a little bit confused, because we have to remove one of the English. So it's English books. English books thrice. Yeah, I think it's a little convoluted the way the wordplay is going here. We have the books thrice rejected, but we have to embroil English. Like one of the first English, I think, is rejected with the books. But then we have to add the E again. Or no, maybe this E, last E, is this E, first English, English and books thrice, yeah, rejected, but then you have to embroil English again. Oh, that is very complicated. Just about works, I think. But I think it's stretching it just a tad. All right, the last down we haven't looked at. Bird, that's seen on building site. Oh, a crane. I think this is just another Venn diagram one. All right, oh, this might be hedges. T-shirts. I don't know, is there some other meaning? Or is there another word for t-shirts that hedges is part of? I do see 18 down now has... Oh, so I don't think it is an anagram of out pain, which makes me feel a little better for not spotting it. Perfect, perfect. No. Oh, but having that C now in 21 across tells me the traditionalists could be old school. Ah, and we do have the word hold anagrammed and loco, and then beliefs in the end is the S. I think the anagramming is the out, but not only do we have to anagram hold, we also have to anagram loco plus S. Again, it's not, I don't think it's a perfect clue. I think, yeah, just the order in which you have to do things is not very specific there. All right, perfect. Working out pain. No, not seeing what that could be. Yeah, but hedges, I'm not 100% sure of that. Let me pause and see if I can work out an anagram here. Maybe it is out pain and hedges is wrong. Ah, yeah, it is an anagram of out pain. I just did not spot utopian. So now that brings us back to 26. Plays safe in t-shirts to some extent. Let me pause and see what words fit that. No, and I can see tennis would fit, but I don't, and you'd play tennis, but that's not plays safe. Well, the t-shirts to some extent maybe is telling us we put a word for safe inside maybe the extents, the outer letters of t-shirts. What would be a word for safe that could go in the middle? Not seeing it. Secret agents drinking in pub. I did think this might be an inn or a bar inside something. I can see that if you have spies on the outside of inn, you have spinnies. Now, I do know of, I think, spinnies are small woods, but why is that Earl's Woodland? Let me pause and check. Well, there is a nature reserve, I think, in Wales called Spinnies, so I wonder if that was owned originally by an earl. Anyway, let's see, 12 down now, casting out money and red. But oh, I wonder if it could be Deuteronomy, but I thought that ended in a Y, but maybe there's an alternative spelling. Let me check that. Yeah, maybe it is a Y, and maybe I should spell spinnies the other way. So Deuteronomy. Well, let's see, how would the word, the definition would just simply be book, as in a book of the Bible. Casting out. So it's an anagram of money and red gives us 11 letters. Oh, hold on now. Then no, hold on. A and D. No, red is the only D we need, and there's no A. Maybe it's out. Money, red. Yeah. Okay. So then I think this must be the inside EY. The Earl is E. That's where the E comes in. So it's in E for Earl, and it's within Secret Agent apostrophe S becomes Spy S. This must be now. Oh no, sorry, that T is from me. I forgot about that. All right, how about punch? A tenor. Getting personal in area with many. Ooh, how about Chinatown? Could have a lot of Chinese restaurants, I suppose. And then punch a tenor, getting personal. No, I don't see that. So I wonder if this could be primes the pump. Oops. Need to start in the right place. So so I think it's Esther shortly without the R, and it dawns or is surrounded by a prim pump. Formal is prim, I suppose, maybe. And then footwear is definitely a pump. One of my friends from England moved to the US, and where in Britain a pump is a running shoe, like a sneaker, whereas in the US a pump is a lady's shoe, and he went into a shoe store for the first time, and they asked if they could help him, and said yes, he had come to buy a pair of pumps. Anyway, all right, primes the pump. Yeah, I cannot understand Chinatown. Punch a tenor, getting personal in area with many restaurants. Oh, I think to chin somebody can be to punch them on the chin. A is simply A. But now how is tenor getting personal? Oh, I think tenor is simply T. And I think that's justified because there is, for the different voices, is it SATB, soprano, alto, tenor, baritone? That SATB acronym is used, therefore T is tenor, and personal is own. All right. I think I'm happy with everything except for plays safe in t-shirt. I'm going to put in tennis. I can't remember if 15 Squared does a blog for the Everyman, so let me pause and check that. No, unfortunately they don't, so I've no way to check if these are correct or why tennis would be right. I won't publish this video until next week when next week's Everyman is released. So if I can work out anything in the meantime, I'll put it in the comments, or if you can spot it, please put it in the comments. One other thing is that the Guardian now has a quick cryptic. They've released 3 of them, seems to be one a week. So I think I'll make a separate video for that. I will say I think it's a great starting crossword if you've come across my videos or any of the other YouTubers who do cryptic crosswords and you want to try it yourself. Go to the Guardian, excuse me, and in their crossword section look for the quick cryptic. I'm surprised they haven't done it before, but maybe they've done a version of it in the past. This one is set by Carpathian, who sets the regular daily cryptic in rotation with everyone else. So look for that video, and I'm not sure I'll do it every week, but I think it might be good to do just one at least. All right, well, thank you very much for watching, and have a wonderful day.